Still waking up, but let's see how we go. I'm kind of hoping to be black this game. It's taking a little bit of time to get a game too. Hopefully we'll get one soon. Otherwise, we'll start off with some puzzles. Here we go. Okay, so I'm white.
Oh wow, it's Monday morning for you. In from the US East Coast, so it's almost 7 p.m. on Sunday.
Good morning, Benny. Welcome back. Yes, it is 9 a.m. Monday morning, start of the week. So yeah, just getting back into it. Decided to take yesterday off and work on a video instead. So, and you know, being Mother's Day yesterday, had some other stuff to do as well. So this week I'll be doing Monday to Friday, your Sunday through to Thursday. Good morning.
How long you been playing?
About 4 or 5 years now. Sort of got back into it after a large break over 20 or so years. Now I have set the latency. I have changed the latency on my board. So let me just change that back, because I don't want the moves inputting too quick. I'm not sure if that will update or not. So hopefully I don't run into any errors there. What got me into it? I mean, I enjoyed playing it as a kid, so I never really got out of it. But yeah, just really enjoyed playing when I was a kid, and then when I became an adult and had to do adult things, I kind of had to put it aside. And then a couple of years ago, with COVID, I found myself with a little bit of free time, so I was able to get back into it again. So I think today I'm going to start off with at least one game, maybe two, depending on how we go in this game. And then after that, maybe Puzzle Rush. Or if something goes horribly wrong in these games, maybe we can look into some sort of improvement through these games. And how about everyone else? What's everyone else's story behind getting into this game? What do we got here? Okay, so he's opened this diagonal. That's interesting. He's probably going to have to move his rook across here shortly.
Played with friends as a child but really interested as an older adult.
Well, it's a good time to get back into it for sure. And there's so many resources out here. Now, okay, can I take advantage of this? Welcome back, trolls. I did take the weekend off, so it's Monday now. I took Saturday, Sunday off to work on some videos instead. But this week, I do plan on streaming from today, which is Monday morning for me, through to Friday morning. So depending on where you are, that could be Sunday night. TH Germany, welcome back. Welcome back. Nice to see you too, as always. So we're starting today off with a little bit of gameplay. Not sure how many games I'm going to play today, and then probably get into some puzzles after that. I want to play knight here. Thank you for the follow. I want to play knight here, but after knight takes and then rook takes, I just want to make sure my bishop isn't trapped. If I go here, I can always take there. He takes, I take, he takes, and then I take. I mean, it is risky, but I also want to get rid of this knight. And if this knight can bounce back, I can always go in here as well. So maybe it's worth, as long as I just remember not to get my piece trapped. And of course, we will do a review after the game. What are we, 17 moves in? I'm not really seeing any huge advantage yet. It's probably about equal. My last move was probably one of my weaker ones. I was looking at here, if he takes now, I can take the queen's under attack. And if he does nothing, I think that's now a move. Cody, this is the chestnut move. think that might have been a mistake actually. Because he can come back. I take, he takes, and now how does my knight get out of here? That's the question. Because he's going to have all these attackers on here. If I bring the knight back, he takes, I take, and then the queen can take, and I think I'm down a piece. So I think I jumped into that a little bit too quick. Yeah, I think so. I think so. And thank you for the follow.
Were interlinked.
What's your rating at, Amos? So if he comes down here, it'll be pawn push here, forcing the rook away, and then probably take with the bishop. Yeah, well, we're definitely interlinked then. 12-10 about me as well. I don't like that I had to give up my dark squared, my light squared bishop though. That's not good. That's going to be a concern now. Okay, I don't mind that I gave up my dark squared bishop now because he's going to let me take it back. That's a good move. Don't have time. have no choice there. Take, give a check, block, take. That's going to be down a rook if I do that. Goes here, I go here, he takes. I take with check, he blocks. I'm gonna try it. See if I can win back the rook.
I'm still awaiting for the answer to my question. Thanks for replying.
Which question? out of checks. I mean, I can be greedy here, but I don't really want to put the queen far away. So if he goes there and I'm here, and then I go here, well, it's still a check, and then he goes here, and then I've got a little bit of time to get back in. If he takes here, I've got here. So let's hope he takes here. I've gone here. I don't know. was bound to crack eventually. I know where my mistake was, so let's just have a look at the review real quick. Yeah, so that was a blunder, that was just too quick. And then he let me out of it. Looking at that, maybe it's just back here. And now he's got this move and I can take here. Okay. Yeah. What is it? Okay, dude. Okay. What do you mean? Oh, because it's... because that bishop is hanging. That's a tough one to find. That's a very tough move to find. Did I get anything else here? No. Nothing else. That's a shame. Disappointing game. Do I play one more? I think I do. And thank you for the follow. What do you reckon, guys? Do I play one more or do I... I mean, thank you for the heart. I think, I don't know if my strategy of playing online games and doing puzzles is going to get me to 2000. Not with the way I'm playing lately, like. Let's try one more game. And then I think we'll do some,
Have a good stream, boss.
Thank you, Russell. It's good to see you back again. Let me just set up the board again.
I really like how you approach the game of chess and what your views are. I am sure you will be a 2000 in the not too distant future.
So I have started doing some offline training as well. And I think that's what's really going to decide if I can get a little bit better or not. But I feel like these 15 plus 10 games, they feel like I'm working more on my memory rather than my problem solving. Whereas I just did a recent video on YouTube for the King's Indian Defense. And I had a lot of fun doing that video. It was very frustrating to edit. I don't want to get into that, but it was very frustrating. But the new video that just went up, it was a very interesting approach to making a video because I got to learn a lot as well. And that's why I was hoping to be black today. I was hoping to be black and I was hoping that they would play d4. But neither of that happened. So let's hope that we're black now and that they play d4. Alright, we're black. they played e4. Ah. It's so close. Ah, written. Yes, I remember your question. Yeah, I'll have a look into that later because I don't actually have an iOS. I'm on Android. So I did see your message yesterday, but because I wasn't around my boards yesterday, I wasn't able to check it. I'll have a look into it today and I'll get back to you as soon as I know. I'm definitely not seeing knight a6. You'll have to fill me in on that one after the game. Yeah, but written, the iOS and the Android app are two different apps. Yeah, so I wasn't going to give you an answer if I didn't know the correct answer. So until even looking into it with my app on Android, I still won't know the answer. So I'll have to have a look at it later. And when I do, I'll let you know. And thank you for the follow. Yeah, it works for online, offline. It's got heaps. Daniel, check out my channel on YouTube. I've done a whole heap of tutorials on how to use this board. Oh, did I just fall for a tactic? Is he gonna fall for it? Is he gonna fall for it? Take it. Take it, take it, take it, take it, take it. Pow. It's actually very interesting. He takes, I take, and he goes here. I come back, and then the rook comes down. So I'm not even sure if it's good or not. But I think he's realized. Thank you for the follow. Daniel, what's your OTB rating? Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, definitely head to those USCF games. If you can, try to get to FIDE ones as well. Two completely different rating systems.
Unrated at the moment, just got the USCF membership. In 1,600 online though.
But yeah, as far as improvement goes, I think OTB is like the ultimate. So I'm actually hoping he takes his... Oh, I just blundered again. I mean, that's alright. It's not the worst. Because I am up a piece. But I gotta stop giving these pieces away. I'll probably go here. I take. He takes. And then we've got to deal with the end game. But I think this is okay. I could also go here. Okay. So he went there. So he'll come across here, and then I'll just go here. Then it'll come down here, and then I'll go here. I think it's the way we're gonna play this. Although I could go here. Now I just got to trade rooks off. And I should be fine. I still got 10 minutes left as well.
Why is your opponent still on like 15 minutes? Like, what's the point of starting a 15-10 game?
I think you need to ask them that question. Yeah, I'm not going to know their reason behind that one. Question is, does he resign after this next move? Probably not. All I need to do, trade, bring king over here, work together against these three, and use the knight to pick off these ones. And Paragon, good to see you again. Welcome back. Yeah, it's 1851. So, provided I don't screw anything up, he had a very interesting blunder at the beginning. Just playing a little bit too quickly. scares me too.
Your way of converting this scares me.
Well, we'll definitely check it out after the game for sure. All right, he cracked. He cracked. We got him. Yeah, the knight sack was fine. Yeah, 100%. Queen e8 and then g8, and he'll never get that pawn passed. Probably could have given a check there too, just to
I find it fascinating how the old champions from 100 years ago got so good at calculation without the amount of puzzles we have access to. Do you think it was primarily game analysis that helped them?
100%. I think analyzing games is the best way to improve. I think back then with less distractions, they would have given more focus. If you're watching a video and you're not actively using your brain, you're not going to learn anything from it. And I think a lot of people go down that trap of not really learning when they're watching. And a lot of people say, I watch Gotham Chess, and then you find out they're like 700 rating. And they're not going to improve because they're not doing anything, they're just letting a video play. But if you're analyzing games and you're actually going through it like we're about to here, to see if there was any way I could have converted that a little bit cleaner, you're going to learn from it. And that's the thing, like just blindly hitting game review, which admittedly I did in the last game, but to be honest, I was a little bit annoyed with it. Just hitting game review is not going to help me learn. And I think, you know, these high level masters, one thing even today's ones do is they sit there and they I think today, like even like the top level players, they will analyze the games, and there's nothing better than going to a club game and playing somebody, and then after the game is finished, you both go aside and you sit down and you analyze the game without an engine, get each other's ideas, and improve through that way. And you'll, by just sitting there and letting an engine do it, or just doing puzzles alone, you're not going to improve because you're not going to learn. You're not going to get different ideas or different perspectives. Okay, so in this game, it's the perk defense. I'm not very good at the perk defense, but because I play King's Indian defense, I kind of went with it. I still don't understand the difference between C4 and not C4 and the perk defense, and when I can or cannot do the King's Indian style attack. And castle's kingside, and again, I'm not sure if I'm meant to break her open here or not. And now he closes the center, so I do have time for that King's Indian style attack. He wants to trade bishops, and I'm actually okay with that because bringing the rook up and across feels good. So if he takes, I take, and then I push, and if he takes with the pawn, I take back. I've got the rook aimed right at his king, and I got the bishop over here, so I felt like that was good. I don't understand the point of this move. He's just wasting time. I'm not threatening this in any way. Yes, it is an undefended piece, but I don't think there was any way I could have attacked it. I'm going for this move next. And here's where he blundered. He thought he had knight takes pawn, pawn takes pawn, pawn push, discovered check, and then take, but he miscalculated that his queen was undefended. So yeah, he just gives up a piece here. And I've got options here. I could always take back with the pawn. I didn't see that as being a great move. Thank you for the follow. I didn't see that as being a great move, and yeah, it's not a great move. His bishop is still a headache. And yeah, I'm happy to trade off pieces because I'm ahead. So I'm surprised he did that. Now here, I could have taken with the pawn, but I don't see the need for opening this up anymore. The pawn would have blocked the bishop anyway, so I've lost that tactic. I will leave an isolated pawn in the middle of the board. So maybe taking with the pawn was better, but I feel like with the queens off the board, this extra pawn island feels like a bit of a headache. And again, I'm more than happy to trade. I want to get rid of his bishop because it's annoying. He offers the knight. I can't do this because then he gets that move there. I take, and then he takes. So I figured just get rid of the knight, just be happy. And here I fell for another tactic. So he gets the pawn back. But that's okay. We trade. I actually expected him to go here. That's what I was expecting. So trade, take. Knight here felt better than going here. Yeah, I think they are.
Opponents started trading like they were up a pace.
I mean, we've all been there where we've played a game and we're thinking we're winning, we're up a piece, and then we realize that it's equal. But yeah, no, this is just like completely opposite. So he wants to stop me from going there. Honestly, I don't really want to go there. All I want to do right now is get rid of the rooks. I don't see anything good here. If he goes there, I go here and he comes down. I'm just not seeing anything good from that. Again, feels a bit risky. Where could he have gone? He could have just gone up. I see no needs for that check. Now here, I figured this move was going to push him across here, so I played this pawn move here, so that when he does come here, I've got that move, and I'm okay there. And this is a mistake, because now I'm threatening to trap his rook. Didn't even mean to, didn't even know that was coming. It was just sort of, it was there anyway. And yeah, so we trap, and now it's just winning. What's our ideas here for converting this win? My idea is just to keep the kings together and use the knight to eventually pick off these pawns. He's got 3 to 2. I got this little asset here, but it's still not over. With correct play, I'm going to win, but any minor inaccuracy and it's a bit of trouble. Happy to trade. Get this resource. You could have pushed here as well. Check here. check. Here, take, push, here, here. That would have won too. So, I don't think I did much wrong in this game. I think just maybe this push here might be wrong. Take. Seems fine. Maybe a bit drawish, but seems fine. He doesn't want to play for a draw. What else did I have? Is there anything else that was a bit... I don't know, I like this maneuver here. I thought that was good. Now the question is, can he take advantage here? I think that's good. So yeah, let's have a look at the game review. %, 2100, 2150. I had one mistake. No way. That's not a mistake, that's brilliant. Computer's wrong. Okay. And then here. Oh, over here, get out of that pin. And then here anyway, okay. King already defended the bishop. Oh, yeah, that's fine, I know that the king is defending the bishop. I'm not bringing the rook up because I know the rook is hanging, it's not. I'm just bringing the rook up because after here, he went here, push, if take, and I've got that going on. And I've got this going on, so that was my idea behind the rook lift. I thought the rook lift was good. But I guess it's not good if it doesn't go down this path. Suddenly I've got the rook on the 7th and the rook on the 8th. So maybe that was why it's a mistake. I'm not really sure, to be honest. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. So what should he have done here? He's already lost his rook. His knight. Okay, what should I have done here? Maybe knight here. What about knight here? Yeah, knight there was fine. Okay. And then yeah, he would have gone down his regular style of trading when behind. And I would have been very happy here, that's fine. But yeah, the eval bar from here is just... So let's see if I converted that endgame properly. That was a weird move. Pushing forward like that. I didn't think he would do that. Yeah, that's all over from there. By bringing the rook up, he lost a tempo. I guess I need to look into tempo a little bit more. It's a concept that when I was playing as a kid, I never really even considered it. And what did computers say was best? Yeah, I guess that's a good plan too. You got these knights hanging in here, looking happy. That's my attempt at a smiley face. It didn't quite work. Yeah, that's 100% if one side is starting position and the other side is fully developed, it's crushing. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so that was a good game. Yeah, let's see if I can get a little ego boost and see what his top rating is. All time, 1840. Okay, so it's sort of hovering around that area. Oh, highest rating, 1940. There we go. That makes me feel a bit better. And what's my highest rating? Let's have a look. $1944. Get out of my game, kid. All right, let's do some puzzles. But that was a good game. All right. I've already set the puzzle rush to level 20. And this one's black to move. Pawn's going up that way. That's just a back rank. Just gonna grab a drink. Hello, Tornado. Welcome. New video up as well. How can I make that bigger? I'm not sure if I can make that bigger. New video up on the King's Indian Defense 2. I am doing a new series on that one where I sort of learn the King's Indian Defense and we can all learn together. So if you are interested, feel free to check out my channel. Let's get back to the chess. Thank you for the follow. And welcome. Alright, this one's fairly easy. Knight here. And that's under attack. And I forgot to connect my board. Whoops. So we'll just go here. And then we'll connect the board. And yes, I did just hit my board into the computer. Let's just adjust this a little bit. Angelo, I'm just done with the games now. I'm doing puzzles now. But you're welcome to add me. Same name on chess.com. And we can play it sometime. All right. Thank you. So this one here, I actually think it's just king here. Now, if the rook comes down, then we sacrifice. The king takes, and then the bishop comes up, and then the king moves, and then we take the rook, and then the king takes, and then our king is in the lead to get around and take the pawn. I don't know if that's correct or not, but it looks correct to me. All right, let's have a look. Okay. Not too difficult. Rook takes rook, pawn promotes on h1. There's no check, and then rook to to e8. It's checkmate. What's my elo? 1700 FIDE. Okay. So, had a little explore of this one here, but it didn't really work. Take, pawn here, and then rook up here protects the square. And then I just had a look at this one here. You can't go up, you can only block, and the rook is covering this file, so that's a checkmate. Pretty basic one again. Simply just going to chase him around. Looks good. And next one's white to move. So, we've got options here. The first move is going to be queen to f3. And I don't know if that was a win the queen or win the game. And I'm pretty sure that would have been win the game. This puzzle looks exactly the same as the last one. Was it the last one? It was the last one. Let's open the last one. Pawn, pawn, rook, rook, and queen. And this one is pawn, pawn, rook, rook, and queen. Slightly different, but same. So let's see. Yeah, so this one's slightly different. So this one is rook takes, queen takes, king here, queen back, king here, and then rook here. And thank you for the likes, by the way. We're already at 5K. Bit of an overloaded piece. Yes, Spencer, I think you've got it correct. Bishop takes knight. If pawn takes, queen takes, rook takes. And yeah, I think we're just... And you got rook takes knight. Alright, we've got a little debate going on here. Bishop takes knight or rook takes knight. I'm leaning towards bishop takes knight. Bishop takes knight. Leaves this rook on this file. Rook takes. Queen takes. Take. Oh. Okay, so let's have a look at rook takes knight. Rook takes knight, pawn takes rook. And we've lost a rook for a knight. Because rook takes knight, queen takes. So rook takes knight, pawn takes, queen takes, knight takes, bishop takes, rook takes. I think bishop takes knight is just winning. Bishop takes knight. D takes E, rook D1, queen C6, rook E1, king E1. Yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got. I'm going to go with that one. I didn't see that line, but that's okay. Alright, the next one is white to move. Yeah, both lines were winning. Rook takes E8 or was it E8 or D8? D1. Rook takes D1. Rook takes D1 or queen takes C6. We're both winning. Let's have a look. Yeah, this one's just checkmated too. Win rook? What do you mean? Win rook. Paragon, are you looking at that one? That doesn't win a rook. It's a knight. Check. Oh, I see how you mean win rook, yeah. Knight blocks. Take, and then win rook, yeah. I was seeing mate without the knight here. I was seeing that as something different, the king just walking across. Yeah, it's free, it's free. Oh, thank you for the rose. Welcome, Tom, welcome. So straight away I see this. He goes down, I go across. If he goes all the way down, I just go here. And he's gonna run out of checks real soon. I'm pretty confident that's just it. Sorry, I was watching that queen walk around in a circle. I didn't see. I saw the pawn, but I didn't see this happening. Oh, got to be careful here. So initially, King D2 looked promising because it stops the rook from coming down here. But King D2, well, it doesn't allow the queen to go there either. But the queen can go here. And then they only got the option of going down here or here. And then the rook comes down, whereas King D2 can go up. E2 can go up. So yeah, if you don't go E2, you get mated, yeah, for sure. So D2, queen up, king has to come down, ladder mate. And then I only have one move. Knight D7 is the first move I'm looking at. Knight D7 falls to bishop takes knight. So this is the first one that I was looking at. Knight D7 attacking, and if it were to take for some reason you would win the queen. But the problem here is the bishop can actually capture. Then we take, and then they take, and then we take, and then they take. And they're full bishop, so that's not it. Then we have a look at a different path. Knight to G. And the bishop can still take, but this time it's different. Because we get in there, and then if king goes there, then we've even got this move here. So knight here definitely looks a lot better. If you don't go yeah, knight G4 looks like it's a move. So I really want rook here, and king takes, and then you get the fork. But rook here, king's not going to go there or there because he'll get the fork. He can't go there, so he has to go here. Batman, thank you for the follow. I want to say it's yeah. If king goes to f8, we can push the pawn, then they can push, and then the king just moves out of the way. We've got the protected. If he ends up taking, we can go here. If he doesn't take, yeah, I'm thinking. And then he just takes. Okay, so easy. Okay, this one's black to move. Is that not just checkmate in two? No, it's not, because we're in check. So, rook's here, or even rook here, it's just game over. Makes me think the move is simply here. The only check they have is to go here, and then we take, and then it's checkmate on the next move. Whereas here, they do have checks, good checks as well. So here, that's the only check they've got, and then the game is winning from there. Here they've got that. So yeah, I feel like that's just going to be the move. This one's going to be white to move. So if knight takes bishop, bishop takes bishop, knight takes rook, bishop takes knight, and then the knight's got to get away. If if bishop takes bishop, hitting the rook, they capture back, and then we just win a knight. So bishop takes bishop. Yeah, correct.
Take the bishop.
Wise words.
What is your opinion on FIDE allowing 45-minute games count as classical?
If a 45-minute game counts as classical, as long as it's got an increment of 45 seconds, so a 45 plus 45, I think that would be very good. If it was 45 plus 30, I think that would be pushing it. And if I think it was 45 plus 10 or 45 plus 15, I think it would be too short. See, I don't think FIDE needs to be a 30-second increment to be a FIDE rated game for classical. I think 60 plus 10 is also FIDE rated. So 45 plus 30 or 45 plus 45, I'd be open to it. You know what I really would be open to is a different format where instead of playing a 90-minute plus 30-second increment against an opponent, you play 2 games of 45 minutes each plus 30 seconds. And that way you both get a go as black and white. I think that would be a cool tournament. You get twice as many games for the same amount of time. It would be a workout. It would definitely be a workout. But then, like, you know, you get paired against somebody and you get to play 2 games against them. One is white, one is black. I think that's pretty cool. That would be a fun format.
Take the bishop on the 7th rank.
Paragon. 2000 rated. I'm definitely leaning towards trading bishop for bishop. But okay, so bishop takes, knight takes, and knight's off this file now. Knight takes, rook here, knight moves, pawn attacks, knight comes down, and rook comes down. We're up 2 points of material. Bishop, and then the other way around. So knight takes, bishop takes, knight takes, we're up 5, bishop takes, we're down, we're up 2, and then we're going to get the knight out, or we can attack their bishop. So if bishop takes, Rook e8, and then we've got a skewer as well. Okay. But then we can take, and then they take, and then we move. That seems good. I'm going to go with bishop takes bishop. That's what feels natural to me. Dominic, what's your opinion of FIDE introducing 45-minute? Is that actually a thing, or is that just something that's like in talk? Oh, this is black to move. I was looking at it as white to move. Okay. Just get a queen. Yeah, why not? Where are the queens? There they are. Off here, queen, but if here, check, we take. I'm just leaning towards this move. Because if here, queen, check, move down, come back, and then they protect. So I'm leaning towards king to whatever the square is.
I've never seen a chessboard like that. Do they automatically move, or do you move for him?
Yeah, they automatically move. They've got wheels underneath each piece. So whatever website you connect to, chess.com or eChess, it'll work for puzzles and games and studies and all that good stuff. Let's test my memory. I feel like I've seen this exact puzzle on another website. Oh, it's a little bit different. But same puzzle, but yeah, different pieces. But it looked the same. Let's complete that puzzle there and move on to the next one.
It's the same puzzle, but it's a different puzzle, Hwigai.
Alright. Okay. Rook takes rook, king here, knight takes king here, knight takes king back, rook here, checkmate. Okay, white to move? Yeah, white to move. Made in two. Check. Has to go here. And then comes across here. Can't block. Can't move. Can't get out. Can't go here. Looks good to me. Rule of the square, push down here, push. But if I go here first, he gets into the square. So I gotta go here. Alright, this is a good puzzle, because if I trade the pawn off for a bishop, it's going to be a draw. Because all the king needs to do is get to a corner with the opposite colored bishop, and that bishop can just defend back and forth. So there's something here, I've just got to find it. Spencer, why king b3? definitely not questioning your expertise, but I just don't understand. True. Okay, so let's have a look at the dark squared bishop. So I'm overthinking it. I'm thinking if we can keep the king in this corner with the light squared bishop and somehow get this bishop off the board, then we will be able to checkmate him, even if he trades. Now, he said the bishop only has one move. So if he goes here, we've got the fork. He can't go here. Can't go here. If he goes here, we've got a skewer, a pin. If he can go here at the moment, he can't go here or here or here. And he can't go here. Now that means that he can go here, here and here. If he goes here, why can't he go here? I'm not sure. He can't go here because it's a fork. Why can't he go here? So right now I've got him going to 2 moves. So let's see, can he go up here? He can't go up here because check and then check. Okay. So right now we've got king here and then bishop here. So what do we do after bishop to d2? Okay, we just keep following. And then he has to try and get away. And now, I had it, but I lost it. No. That was a crazy puzzle. Thank you, Spencer. Well done. Alright, this one's white to move. I'm so tempted. We are so tempted by this move, threatening that. So here, push, and then rook comes up. They come down, we just go here. So take, and if he goes here, then we can take. So I think rook takes pawn is the move. The other consideration is just here straight away, and then they go here. I'm not really seeing that, I'm not feeling that, but I'm feeling this. Rook takes, check, up, pin, and if he pushes, then we come up here. Rook takes, up, pin, and if he goes here, I'm sure we got something good there as well. I missed something. I missed that the queen had a check. I needed to go down. And I think the worst part about that is I've got that puzzle wrong in the past as well. A little bit overconfident here. Take, and then check. And then I should have been here, not here. Completely blind to the fact there. I mean, that kind of sucks. Like, I wouldn't fall for that in a classical game. I don't think I would have fallen for that in a blitz or a rapid game. I think I just lost focus here, and yeah, just didn't explore the full position. But that's the correct answer. Sneaky. All right, what do we got here? Okay, black to move. Angry Hamster, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Let's have a look. All right, let's have a look. So check, check, check. Can't go there because the knight. That looks pretty good. I'm just going to go with that. And I'll double check this move here. But that looks good. You can't actually go anywhere because even the bishop is holding it off. So queen h8 is my idea as well. Take, there's no more mate. So queen h8, and then we're threatening next turn. So then they could go rook takes, and we no longer have that mate because now we take, they take, we take, the knight was defending. And then rook takes, pawn takes, attacking the queen, and then the queen moves somewhere. And then I was thinking pushing the pawn forward. So that's my ideas there. I'm just not sure after pawn push, king here. But even then, I guess check, and then you're promoting next turn anyway. So I think that's okay. And then I think the rook would have come across, hit the knight with the discovered check. And even if the queen took, I think the queen was here, then the queen could have come up there for checkmate. So, hello Pratt, welcome back, welcome. Okay, this one's white to move. I don't know how many mates it is, but I'm looking at this one here. Check, and then they go over here, and then that's checkmate. Check. Obviously they can block, and then was it here, or I think it was here first. Check. Does it make a difference? It does make a difference, yes. So we've got to keep that one. So check. Here, check. Everyone else saying rook g7. Rook g7, king here. Other rook here, king here. I like rook c6. What's the difference between c6 and e6 though? e6, they get to get out. c6. We come across. Rook g7. Rook h7 is checkmate. No. No. Yeah. I think I'm leaning towards that one. So check. Okay, just correct move order is the way to go here. So check, he goes here, that's checkmate. Check, he goes here, come back. He goes here. That's check. He goes here. Just don't want to. I think it is. I think it is. Bishop takes. DZ. Got my website here if you want to check it out more. It's called the Chessnut Move, and I've done reviews and tutorials on this as well. So take a screenshot of that page if you want, and check it out whenever you get a chance. To learn more about the board. All right, taking off in 3, 2, 1, gone. All right. Did it go? Yeah. Oh, is this rook to? So. Didn't even finish the puzzle. Bishop takes h2, king h1, bishop g3, king g1, bishop takes f2. We gotta play through that one. It's no good just giving me the first move. I need to see it all. Made him 1. What if he goes here? Made him 1. Oh, didn't see that one. See, I would have got that puzzle wrong. I would have got that wrong. Because I was looking at all these different ideas. I wasn't even looking at that knight check. That's a hard one. That's a very hard mate in 2. I think I need to do like a big grind of checkmate in 2 puzzles, like for like the whole day. I hate checkmate in 2. All right, back to it. All right, thank you very much for supporting the stream by watching 2 ads. Got to get that YouTube premium. Oh, Red Panda Chess. Wait, is that the actual Red Panda? How do I? Oh, god damn, it is too. Hello, welcome. Welcome.
Good thing you went back to check.
I was literally watching one of your videos this morning. Alright, let's have a look here. Black to move. Sorry, starstruck. Like I literally got I literally have nothing. Here. I got nothing. I got nothing. Yeah, no, Panda, I like your content. I like it a lot. Calling out the weird things. That was a very interesting video that you did recently. I saw that on Jack's channel as well, but then I saw yours pop up as well. Yeah, I think queen takes a1, king moves up, and then I don't know, is it just rook f8? Well, you got to get your queen out of the way first, so maybe just win the rook. What's the material count? 2 rooks and a bishop, 2 rooks and a knight. So we win a rook, and then we just got to get out of the way. So it's either going to be here or here. Wins a pawn, doesn't win a pawn. So wins a pawn looks better. Then he moves, and then just rook over here, and then queen here, and then queen here, and then queen there. Oops. Yeah, I think a7 wins a pawn. Then here, but then you've got to be careful of checks, and then you just go here. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Didn't see that move. Obviously he's coming down here, but we got 2 ways to get out of check. I think you need to block, because if we go here, he's got that. Yeah, king d7 was a blunder. Alright, what are we at here? Black to move. I don't know how he stops this. Here. All of his pieces are kind of locked up. The best he could do is block, and then we go in there. So I think that's just the move. And if he comes here, take, and then it's rook and 2 bishops versus a knight and a excuse me. Here. There is something wrong here. So maybe here first. I'm not even looking at knight g3 yet. Maybe knight g3. And then he goes here, and then you come back for a discover check holding this square here. That's cool. And then he goes back, and then you come up. Knight g3 over here. Knight comes back holding that square. Knight g3, pawn takes, queen takes. And then how does he stop this from coming in? He goes here, and then you go across here. But then he goes here. I don't know. Not convinced. Back to knight f2. Got it. Knight g3. Take. Check. Now they've got this square open. Doesn't matter which way he moves, we go here. So knight g3, and then he goes here. Yeah. And then I can come back. Is that what you said, Pratt? Knight g3 and then knight e2. Knight g3, knight e2, please. Checkmate. Pichu, welcome back. Queen e4 after, yeah.
I always feel like there are huge difficulty swings in Puzzle Rush. This one in my mind is a lot easier than others you've already solved.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to the person too and what they've trained for pattern recognition. I sometimes struggle on ones around the mid-20s and it takes me ages, and then all of a sudden I get it. And then the following puzzles are just ridiculously easy. So whether or not chess.com has put like the wrong ratings on puzzles or not would be an interesting one too. Now what did I say? I said knight g3. I think another thing that's going to come down to it as well is what speed people play it. Like I'm 1700 FIDE. I'm a classical player, but I'm 1400 Blitz and I'm 1200 Bullet. I'm not good at those games. So it might take me a little bit longer to get it, but I'll probably get more over the long term. Versus somebody who flies through the first 40 or so. What are we at? White to move. Am I looking at the GM title? No. I would like to get a CM title. I would be very happy. In order to get a CM title, oh, thank you. In order to get a CM title, I'd need to reach 2000 FIDE. And then I would need to win a soft title at the zonal, which I was actually only half a point off winning my soft title requirement. Hey, thank you for the rose. So yeah, CM title, if I really knuckled down, I reckon I could get it. But yeah. CM is Candidate Master. I think that's similar to a National Master.
What's Centimeter Chess Master?
Centimeter. Yeah, so there's a bunch of different titles. FIDE Master. FM is FIDE Master, so for the FIDE titles, it goes Candidate Master, FIDE Master, International Master, and Grand Master. They also have women titles as well, so WCM, so Women Candidate Master, and so on. And then America has a National Master. This one's wide to move. Okay, I saw somebody write A3. I am looking at knight to D3. So I'm looking at this trapped queen in here. So knight here, up. But we need to be mindful of this pawn. So maybe there's a different way to trap it. So maybe pawn here. Yeah. Pawn here, up. Pawn chases. Can't go there, there. Can come back down. And then the knight will come here. And it's looking pretty trapped to me. I don't know if India has the most GMs, but they've definitely, I think they've got the most GMs over the last 5 to 10 years. They probably do have the most GMs. But yeah, I think there's just been a boom everywhere as far as titled players. Including Australia. When I was playing as a junior, we only had 2 GMs. And it was very rare to see them. Now I think we have 11 to 15. Plus we have a lot of international GMs who come over here and live here. So it's still not a huge number, but compared to what it was 20 years ago, it's pretty big. But we definitely have a lot more FIDE Masters, Candidate Masters, IMs. I don't know if we have many IMs, but yeah, the titles, there's a lot more title players these days. Black to move. I think I was looking at this one in the wrong way. I was looking at forcing the king up, but maybe it's just blocking the king off. And then on the next move we can go here. So if we block the king, he doesn't have any checks. Even if he moves down, I think that's it. Did anyone else get that? Oh, Pratt, stop it, you. So rook to h4, blocking them off. And then the other rook goes up. I didn't even see that move. I don't think that's a problem though, because we've just got bishop here. But that's a fail in my calculation right there. next one's black to move. This one's doing my head in. Yeah, they're not bad, Panda. They're not bad.
Wow, the pieces moving on their own really feels magical.
Took a little bit to get used to, I won't lie, but yeah. Once we get in there, so there's two ways to look at this one. There's that one, and I'm not seeing the follow up yet. Like he goes here, I go here. He goes here, I go here, and then he goes here. I don't see the winning. I made him one for white. It is two. It is two. I'm also looking at this one, and then we go here, and then he goes here. But I'm not seeing it. If I was to make a move, like straight away. Thank you, Brad. Thank you. You got to get that YouTube premium. If I was looking at this one, I would go rook takes bishop straight away. I haven't even checked f3. f3. Oh, f3 looks interesting. So f3, he goes here, you go here. Oh, but then he's got that. But then you've got that anyway, that's fine. So push, f3, goes up here, goes back, and then here. So f3, what if he goes here? We go here. Oops. I think it's f3. Yeah, I think it's f3. f3 up. Now it's just a matter of which rook. I'm leaning towards the e rook. Yes, I'm leaning towards the e rook because if we go here and then they go up, we can't go here because we're captured there. I think that's one that I would have got wrong if I was playing a bullet game, for sure. And black to move. Not just checkmate in one. Bishop covers here, knight covers here. Oh, it's not checkmate in one because he can go up there. So I was originally looking at this, but then he can go there. And I did notice this piece over here as well. So it's cool, the coordination of these pieces. Stopping the king from going anywhere. So we've got check, king has to go here, and then we've got check, then they can block, Then we go up there, and then they go across. So I gotta take a moment to figure this one out. I do think it's bishop h4 though. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. This is tough. I didn't see anything after here. I couldn't see anything here, to be honest, either. Rook e8. Can take bishop one knight. If it comes on the e file. Yeah. So I thought it was here. Oops. I thought it was here. That's what I was looking at. Oh. And then they go back, and then you come up. Damn. Damn, so bishop h4 was right, just completely wrong in the move order. Hideaway Reef, welcome. Alright, 52. Alright, black to move. This one here, I think I found it quick. Check. He goes here. Check. And if he goes back, then that's running into a checkmate. But he can still block. So check. He goes here. Check. And then finally check. He goes here. Check. Check. And there was one more. So he goes here, and then we go up. Oh wait, he goes here, and then we come across, and then he blocks here. That was the only other one. And then I realized I'm in check, so none of that matters. See you later, Pratt. Thanks for stopping by, Spencer. Yeah, I'm in check. I mean, is there only one way for me to get out of check? I mean, that's all I can do, isn't it? Oh, I can capture. I can capture. Okay. So what I'm looking at now is check, and if he blocks, whoops, and if he blocks, we got check, moves across, and then check, hitting that one, so he has to move back. But I'm not sure where to continue from there. If it's just a matter of win a piece, we'll win another pawn, and then we're 5 pawns against 3, and we've got a knight against a bishop and a queen versus 2 rooks. I think that's that must be it. Yeah, I wish it just continued that few moves more, but let's have a look. Let's have a look. Alright, so what do we got? Oh wait, I just want to... So take, there. Let's have a look at the analysis. Then we take, yep, and then they go back, and then I guess we just take the other pawn, don't we? Yep, cool, okay. So that's still winning. All right, this one is black to move. Bishop takes knight, pawn takes bishop, queen takes rook, queen takes queen, pawn can't take queen because of the pin. So that would have been a mistake. So instead I'm looking at queen d4. Queen d4 to attack the knight. Queen d4 also runs into queen takes a pawn, and then we've got to worry about that. But we can take and they take, so they also have to worry about that. Queen d4, king here. Do they have any sort of weird... Oh, they got this as well, don't they? No. So queen d4 is right now my move. Okay, so material at the moment is equal for the minor and major pieces. We've got 5, 6, 7, 4, 8. So we're actually up a pawn. Hideaway, did you get a different board, did you? Spencer, what's your line? B takes C3, Queen A3, Queen... Oh, feels a bit dangerous. Hello on Twitch, for beer, folk beer. I'm still looking at Queen D4 as my candidate move. I have King D2, so it's no good yet. Yeah, so bishop takes knight, pawn takes, and then queen here, and then queen goes there, and then check. King comes up, and I'm not seeing anything from there, so that doesn't look too appealing. Maybe getting rid of their knight straight away is just it's just a safety idea. Okay. Queen D4, King D2, pawn to D5. Now we're attacking the bishop and the rook at the same time. And if pawn takes, we take the rook. And if rook moves, we take the bishop. Anyone else get that? That's what I got. So bishop D4. Bishop D4, King D2, and then pawn D5, blocking the bishop, blocking the pin. They can't play King D2 if Queen D4. It hangs F2. Well, that's another bonus too, isn't it? So if they get out of here, for example, to protect that one, I didn't see that. If they get out of there, well, first of all, we've got that move there, but I'm still really liking this move here. Cat's Food, welcome. Hello.
Hey.
All right. So I'm thinking Queen D4. Forget that move exists sometimes. I think it has to be D5 now, because Rook G1 is coming. Take the knight and push G5. I am a little bit concerned about G5 straight away. Rook G1 straight away. Even more concerning, maybe they've got a sacrifice there. Probably not. Remove the defender. So the problem with did you say take the knight? Take the knight and then push D5. So take the knight, pawn comes back, And then you've got to take the pawn. And then they go here. They might even have a sacrifice. I think that's a bit too slow. Queen covers, yeah. So take, and across. The queen does cover, yes. That is correct. Push, take, king takes, drawing the lines. I don't know. I'm not liking it. You know what? Maybe I am liking it, because now that I look at this, if I go here, you're right, they do have knight takes. And then if I go here, for example, definitely running into some sort of trouble here. Definitely. I think I just talked myself out of d5. Just talked myself out of d5 because push, take, double check, covered, can't get out there, can't go here, king has to go across, and then queen comes in here. So I think it is take the knight. Yeah, I think... No! Alright, I talked myself out of it. 53. Not too bad, not too bad. There it is. I had it. I had it. I had it. But we need to look at that anyway to get that out of my head of what was going on here. So, take, that's correct. Didn't see that coming. That's correct. Now what about here? I guess you just take the knight, don't you? No? Do you still take here? I thought this was going to be a... double check, because you can just capture. Wait, no? How do you stop that? Like that. I did not look at the calculation far enough. Oh, and then the rook. No, that was a complicated one to go out on. Well, the good news is, it is lunchtime. Guys, thank you all very much for joining me today. Just a reminder, I do stream every day at this time. I'll be streaming the next 4 days in a row. So Monday to Friday for me, which will probably be Sunday to Thursday for you. If you are new here, make sure you hit follow. I do have some exciting content planned for the next month or two. So make sure you're following me on YouTube. Make sure you're following me on TikTok. What's my rating? My rating is 1700 FIDE. So probably puts me around the 17 to 1900 chess.com. That's what I'm going to say. 1900 chess.com, but I'm actually 1745. But I do need to play more games. I'm probably going to start playing more games off stream, just so that I can focus on them more, because I do find that I lose a lot of games just by rambling on and answering questions. But I'm going to be doing a lot more puzzles and training on stream. The occasional game here or there on stream. I did play 2 today, so I'm not going to completely ignore games. I played 2 game, had a good win against an 1850. He was 1851. I stole 11 of his points, and a bit of a blunder against a 1750. So there you go. All right, guys, I am going to take off. Thank you all for joining in, and I will see you all next time.
Don't worry about that game. It's on the next one. Yeah, he's on the next one. Clock still ticking, yeah, his lesson just begun. Pieces hit the board and his whole heart sank. Sat there staring like, how did this happen? No prep, rush moves, played it all wrong. Thought he saw the tactics, stared at it too long. Silence in the room while he's shaking his head. Beacon maybe check, just lives in his head. Every loss heavy when he's chasing the climb. Every wrong move had the wind back in his mind. Tells himself study, tells himself focus. But the score, she's staring back like he's hopeless. Looks at the board, barely says a breath. Man, he really threw that game to death. Yeah, they saying he a loser. Blunder like a club room loser. Trap his queen like nice maneuver. He's looking at the board like, who even taught it? Trains every night and still forgot the structure. Wanted to play solid, ended up chaotic. Chess got dreams, but the moves look comic. Yeah, he felt his time, yeah, he played it dumb. Whole chat watching like, what's he done? But he's writing those mistakes down one by one. Next time he the one saying checkmate, son. So laugh right now, yeah, he earned that bruise.